All right. Oh, so they're eating together.
They are eating together. So I'm Keeper Grace here. We've got Keeper Wendy here today. Hi, Wendy. The red pandas are in Wendy's primary routine, so she's going to tell us a little bit about the pandas today.
So the three we're looking at today are the offspring that we had over a year ago. So they were babies not that long ago. You guys probably remember when they were smaller. You're looking directly at China now. She is the lightest colored panda. And I think she was sharing food with, I think that's Cashmere. Cashmere and Burma are hard to tell apart, but Burma actually has lighter areas. Well, maybe I lied. It's real light under his eyes. I have to see them together to know for sure.
They look a lot alike.
Cashmere and Burma look a lot alike. And they're almost exactly the same size now, too. So China's the lighter colored one, and she's easier to pick out because she's friendlier than everyone else.
Putting some bamboo in here.
So their dad is in the back enclosure. So if you've been at the zoo lately and seen a panda in the back kind of hanging over the branches, that's Ernie. He's been here since 2010. And he is 11 years old now. So, oops. And we're keeping two of the offspring for now. And then Cashmere is supposed to go out to a zoo in South Africa. But I don't know when that transfer will happen now with all of the virus issues.
A lot of animal transports are on hold for the moment.
So what they were eating in the bowl, we'll see what's left. I'll take it down real quick. They had leaf eater, bananas, apples, and craisins. Probably they ate all the fruit.
Yeah, they
so
ate all
all
the
that's
good,
left is
they ate all the good stuff.
Crust pelleted food. So they were eating apples, bananas, and craisins while you guys were watching. Because that's all the good stuff, right? Everybody likes the best. And these guys will be fully sexually mature sometime in the next year, about 1.5 to 2 years old. And then we'll have to be careful to separate boys and girls. So we'll probably have 2 pandas in the front and 2 pandas in the back in the very near future so that the boys are together and the girls are together. They're not being very nice.
They're being siblings right now.
Like, leave me alone. And so then if Grace pans around the exhibit, you'll see they also eat bamboo. So they've got boomer balls that are hung with bamboo in them, and then several spots of bamboo in the exhibit that they can choose from. Out in the wild, that is a lot of what they eat. They spend a lot of time traveling around and eating a lot of bamboo. These guys have a really neat adaptation. They can go down a tree facing forward, so they can climb down a tree watching what's going on in front of them, which a lot of animals cannot do. And they do have a really nice long tail, but they don't hold on with their tail. They just use it for balance when they're in the treetops moving around. They'll use their tail to help balance them. And if you get a good look at them, you'll see they have hair from the base of their nose all the way down to the tips of their feet. They have tons of hair, and so they don't enjoy Illinois summers. They're not their favorite. We actually have an air-conditioned building that has a fan going as well, and it is kind of cooler in the building, but they don't choose to go inside during the day at all.
They just like to be outside animals.
They like to be out. So we don't have the mister running right now because we didn't figure it would help videotaping capabilities. But at the end of the talk, we'll turn the mister on and you can see where they mostly spend their days hanging out in the mist. Usually 1 or 2 of the pandas are hanging out in the mister when it's hot outside.
I think they're a little weirded out that there's 2 of us in here, I think. Usually there's only 2 of us in here now when we have to catch and weigh them. So
yeah, they don't cooperate.
There's usually only 1 of us in here when we clean. So shout out if you guys have any questions about the pandas. Karen asked what their names are if you want to go over their names one more time.
They auctioned off naming rights at Zoodoo last year, and so the person that bought them named them after countries they're found in. So they're China, Cashmere, and Burma. And I think Burma's the one eating still.
I think so too.
So those are their names. And then their dad, if you didn't hear, is in the back. His name is Ernie. We didn't name him either, so we didn't get choices on any of them.
Yeah, he came in with that name.
Yeah. So. And as I said before, these guys are 1, and Ernie's 11, so they can live a long time in zoos. They can live almost up to about 18 years in captivity. In the wild, they probably wouldn't live as long because life's a lot harder in the wild. You have to work a lot harder to get all your food. Nobody delivers it twice a day for you.
Where are these guys found in the wild?
So in the wild, they'd be in China and Burma.
Right.
All the places.
all the places, their names.
The same region that you would find snow leopards, all the way through China and up into that region into the side of Russia there. All those where the Himalayas are, they follow all those areas that the snow leopards follow, and that's where you'd find them in the wild. Where there's lots of bamboo forests, because that's where they're going to spend a lot of their time. Although in the wild they do eat a lot of bamboo, they'd also eat like small critters. And in those regions, they call these guys, they don't refer to them as red pandas. They call them fire foxes or fire cats a lot. So that's some of the nicknames they have in the regions they're found. Now they're called pandas because they eat so much bamboo, and there's been lots of controversy as to what they're most closely related to. Some people think they're most closely related to raccoons because they look a lot like raccoons and they have a lot of the same dentition as them. But they eat a lot of bamboo like giant pandas. So some scientists lump giant pandas and red pandas in their own family together, and they can't come to an agreement on where they should belong and which genus and species, where they should go.
Sorry. I leaned on a fire hose and the bamboo tickled me in the back of the head and made me jump. That kind of brings us to Marsha's question. She asked if red pandas are bears.
No, they're not bears. Although they are thought of to be closely related to the giant panda, which is a bear. They aren't in the bear family at all.
Where did it go? Oh, I think we should touch base on this. Suzanne, I think red pandas are often one of those very fluffy, cute animals. She says that a friend would like to know if she can hug the stuffing out of them.
They wouldn't like that. We can sometimes hand them food. And even though they were born here at the zoo, and we did handle them when they were little because we had to tube feed them a lot, but they didn't enjoy that process.
Can you see her?
So that didn't make them overly friendly even now. So they aren't really keen into being touched or handled at all.
I'm trying to get a good look on their teeth and their claws as well. Their claws are meant for climbing trees, so it does not feel very nice when that is trying to go up your leg.
Yeah, we had a couple of panda cubs born here in the past, and we got to name them, and we were supplement feeding them with syringe feeding them, and we named the one Velcro because they don't let go.
Right.
They hang on really tight when you try and pick them up when they're little.
Oh, Michaela says hi. She's a past intern. Hi, Michaela.
Hi, Michaela. All right. Any other questions we didn't cover?
We don't have any other questions coming in just yet. I think if you want to go grab that paper is in the bucket that I brought. We can touch base on that. If anybody has any last minute panda questions, I'll wait for those to come in, and there's a couple so I was going to touch base on a couple. We've got this year we obviously cannot do our brews at the zoo. There's too many people on grounds. So we are doing a brews for the zoo in the community here. And that kicks off this Friday at Keg Grove Brewery on Empire Street. So if you're local, come out to Keg Grove. They designed an awesome beer for us that has the bald eagle on it. Yep, Keg Grove is bald eagle. And so this Friday at Keg Grove, come check it out. You can support the zoo and support a local brewery all at the same time. And then the following Friday will be White Oak Brewery, and then Little Beaver Brewery, and then Distill after that. So make sure you guys check those out. I also say that starting August 1st, the zoo will be going back to 9:30 a.m. opening. We will still require face masks for the safety of staff and several of our animals that are COVID susceptible. So we're going to help protect those animals and keep them safe. Oh, and then our mini golf is open. Our mini golf is open 12 to 7 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Do we have any more questions? Let me turn around. You don't want to see my face. You want to see the pandas. Last chance to get those panda questions in, and then I finally remembered to grab the bucket with some names in it. So if you guys see that donate button at the bottom of your video, if you hit that donate button and donate to the Miller Park Zoological Society, that helps us help take care of our animals and build new exhibits and buy awesome enrichment things for them. So if you guys help donate to the zoo, I will put your name in a drawing. We've given away different animal paintings. I made some necklaces with some snake shed, and I'm gonna try to see if Rose can make us one of her awesome jewelry pieces that she makes from animals. Hey Wendy, can you come draw a name? Yeah. I don't have another hand. So Wendy's gonna draw a name out of the bucket.
Okay.
What do we got?
Angela Gutierrez.
Angela Gutierrez. So there's a bookmark and a necklace in there if you want to pull those out. So Angela, I will let you pick between these two items. Oh. So Angela, if you're watching, message the zoo.
There's the bookmark.
And I'll let you pick between the bookmark and the necklace that we have in here. Those are both pieces of the snake shed.
There. Can you see it?
Yep. So those are shed from the reticulated python. All right. If you guys have any more questions about the pandas, put them in the comments and Wendy and I will look through them later. Thanks for joining us today, guys. Oh, pandas are done.